Hello, everyone. My name is TJ Rong. I don't know if it's good or bad thing. I just realized that we do have a two history related thesis in a row. So hopefully you guys can stay awake and not get too bored. Uh, uh, when I do before my introduce my thesis, I just want to ask everybody a very simple question. So, what a history really is? Uh, Churchill said history is written by the victors, and in China we also have a similar saying. We say that history is a little girl who is dressed up by another. During my student teaching, I always ask myself, it's a accredited resource is really a good start point for students. Accredited resources just like primary resources or like textbook. I think the current material I use in history classroom are just like pretty limited by the material format themselves. And I think as a history teacher or a lesson designer, we should encourage the curiosity for students, not like limited by the materials. So the problem is so when I'm doing student teaching, my district provide a series of lesson plan for new teachers. I personally don't really like those lesson plan. I think they are lack of new technology integration and it feels like they're a little bit outdated. So I'm starting to create my own lesson plan. At the same time, I'm just gonna observe another history teacher to teach. I do learn that they kind of still using the technology or like material like 10 years ago when I'm back in high school. Like crash courses I used like when I'm in high school and we're still using today in the history classroom. So I argue that like learning design just like kind of limited by the formats. So I decided to do something different. So I designed my thesis called historical lens. So if I'm gonna use three words to describe this thing, that will be playful, immersive, and Socratic. So it is a teaching methodology that specifically focuses on the higher level of K-12 history classroom. We follow the inquiry-based learning process, and it's what different with traditional teaching method is we're using instead of using textbook, primary or secondary document resources, we're using commercial movie as a starting point, as a main sources to teaching war history. And ultimately, I just hope all students just can think like a historian. Uh, so why we choose a commercial movie as a main material? First, because at today's classroom, both teacher and the student are familiar with this medium. And also, according to my little survey back to my student teaching, my students said that movie just more relaxing and more, it's better than reading. So what I say commercial movie really does is it provides us a new, like it's creating a new learning environment. It's like an informal learning environment, like just students just learning, but they're not feeling they're actually learning. So it's called like in-place learning. And also most of the commercial movie, especially in the war theme, they are unlike a documentary. They are more like fictional or like they have like kind of like half real, half like fake movie. History. So I think the unique perspective creating a conflict between like one side is a real history and one side is a fictional history. They have a kind of creating a conflict and this cognitive level conflict really can enable critical thinking for all students who are learning the abstract history. So the step was we have like 5 steps. So if you have got a chance to watch the famous show in Discovery Channel called Mythbuster, this method is just pretty much like a history version of a Mythbuster, but instead of science, we're doing history. So the first step will be everybody watching movie, and a student just why watching movie instead of a traditional worksheet where answering like meaningless question. Student gonna find a myth or a research question in the movie. And the second step is student just starting grouping and as a teacher, I think this is the most important step. Teacher gonna approve the myth or research question to make sure they are meaningful and have educational or research value. And then we're doing actual research using provided resources like primary resources or secondary resources. So then we're doing a presentation to confirm or like bust the myth. In the very end, we do a reflection to discuss how the real history is different with the movie narratives. So I think I hope that makes sense, and I think this teaching methodology are not only limited by the commercial movie, this one medium. I think this method can apply to pretty much everything with as long as they have a historical references. So it could be applied to like critical pedagogy or like compare analysis. For example, if we're teaching Vietnam War, we can just bring two movies together, one from like Vietnam and one from US. We can compare these two movies together, watching together, then we have some discussion about like, maybe in the ideology level. And then just like my friend Ben mentioned, like AAA game today, I think today's AAA game is good enough. AAA game is more like a interactive movie, I would say. And another thing, like even more casual and more informal, could be like stand-up comedy joke. Sometimes they have like political or like references, historical references, and it could even be the social media, a simple post or just a meme. Uh, I hope. I mean, the overall this teaching methodology ultimate goal is like make sure every student to think critically, to practice their historical thinking skill, and see everything through the historian lens. So that's it on my presentation. If you've got any question, you can talk to me at the demo station. Thank you.